Thank you for having this opportunity to testify to you today. I'm a senior fellow at the Texas Public Policy Foundation, and before that, though, I served as a U.S. Border Patrol agent in the Rio Grande Valley sector. And I want to apologize because I was part of the group that released illegal aliens into the country. Okay. I'm here today in support of House Joint Resolution 16, which amends the Texas Constitution to deny bail to illegal aliens charged with felony offenses. As a Border Patrol agent, I operated under federal law, specifically the Immigration and Nationality Act, which establishes clear detention mandates to certain categories of illegal aliens. The INA already mandates detention for certain individuals who enter the country illegally and commit additional crimes. However, in practice, criminal illegal aliens have been released by Border Patrol, and unfortunately, as a Border Patrol agent, I saw it firsthand. And also ICE, or have been granted bail and released, who should have remained in custody or removed. For example, nearly 650,000 criminal illegal aliens right now have been released and are on ICE's non-detained docket, including over 14,000 charged with homicide, 20,000 charged with sexual assault, and 105,000 charged with violent assault. These individuals should have remained in custody under federal law until removed, but due to prosecutorial discretion, lax enforcement, and bail practices within the courts, many have been released back into our communities. This amendment ensures that Texas law aligns with existing federal law, closing gaps that allow individuals charged with serious crimes to be released when they should remain detained. The 10th Amendment is clear. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution or prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Among those reserved powers is the authority of states to enforce their own laws related to public safety, including pretrial detention. The Supreme Court also recognized this in New York versus Milner. Every state in the Union has the unquestioned right to provide for the exclusion from its territory of any person or class of persons whom it may deem dangerous to its peace or welfare. Felony criminal aliens are a flight risk due to their unique circumstances. Facing severe penalties like imprisonment or deportation, they have a strong incentive to flee to evade both criminal prosecution and immigration enforcement. Consequently, these factors collectively justify stricter bail or detention measures to ensure accountability. I therefore ask this committee to support House Joint Resolution 16. This amendment represents a necessary proportional response to a genuine public safety crisis, one that falls squarely within Texas' sovereign powers while contemplating federal enforcement efforts. And then to answer Representative Moody, if I could just for a second. We don't have 100% domain awareness on the border. That means we still don't know who, what, where, why, how, or when anything is coming across, not just the land border, but also our coast. Therefore, if we do release Representative Smith, if we do release them back to their home country, whether that's going to be Mexico or any other country, then for the most part, if they want to return, they're going to pay the Mexican cartels who own the pipelines into every single one of our communities. They're going to pay them to get there, regardless of the cost. And then they're going to wreak havoc once again on the communities within our United States. And that is one, because we do not have domain awareness of the border to include operational control of that border. And then two, based off of the administration and policies under each administration. Look, we are only going to have this administration for this 4 years. There may come a time where, due to prosecutorial discretion and other guidances and policies, that myself as a former agent or Border Patrol agents like myself currently are going to be forced to do catch and release, are going to even see right before them that they are criminal illegal aliens. They've already been charged inside the United States or have a criminal record in other countries. And yet, based off of prosecutorial discretion, we were told as agents to still release them into the United States. That also includes those that are U.S. citizens, in fact. U.S. citizens that are smuggling. Myself, I've had to, we weren't going to charge them. The AUSA was not going to charge them. So they told me to take this person in the vehicle and then drop them off at a gas station. So I'm here based off of our leadership and their guidance, and then based off of whether the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Defense can first and foremost gain domain awareness along the southern border, both of the coast and ours, and then to include not just ours but other states, to include the northern border in Canada. Until that measure can happen, I strongly suggest that the state of Texas take its right and obligation to then put them in custody.
Members, any questions?